In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night.
Now you have control of this.
I do.
I was not even ready.
So you're just looking off in the distance.
Yeah, I was looking at Lala Lick Arrow over there.
Oh, that's cute.
And all of a sudden you started going, and I was like, shit, we're starting.
I thought you were ready because you said you were ready.
Never ready. I'm always behind.
Hi, my name's Katie, and I smell like onions and my stomach hurts.
Why do you smell like onions?
I had onions.
That's weird.
I chopped them.
You sure you want to tell everybody that? They might judge you.
I mean, now they can see us. I might as well give them, like, another sense. Just be like, I smell like onions. Do I smell like onions? Can you smell me?
I haven't smelled onions at all, so that's why I was like, why do you smell like onions?
I feel like I smell like onions. Maybe I don't.
Well, you don't, so...
And who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Lur.
Do you want to say anything about yourself today, or?
I just woke up.
Great. He just woke up. It's 4:20 in the afternoon right now. 4:20. Happy 4:20, everybody.
You don't even celebrate 4:20.
I know.
Cheers, everyone.
He's having wine in da boot. I got him that, and he was like, you gave me too much wine. And I'm like, is it really?
Da boot.
Das Boot. But how are you? How are you this week?
Well, sleepy. Because wifey's making me work a bunch of overtime.
But the overtime
She's like, if you don't work overtime, then no SEX. And I was like, well, there's no SEX anyway, so what?
You're a dick. Just spout all our like issues out into the world for all to hear.
What issues?
I know.
Oh, no sex issues? Yeah, that is a big issue.
Okay.
Huge.
Okay. So, funny story, guys. We always get on these debates, and that, oh my God, Arrow is just staring at the wall.
Is he?
He has something in his mouth.
Okay.
I was like, what is he doing?
What is he in his mouth?
So we have these debates, and we go to Facebook. If y'all are listening to this and participated in this debate clearing up, the most recent debate was, do you spray ketchup on your...
Spray?
I didn't know what to say.
Bury your fries in ketchup.
Or do you dip? And guess who won?
I did.
I did. Everybody dips. Well, most everybody dips. And then somebody commented on there, only murderers.
Yeah, my buddy was like, only murderers bury their fries in ketchup. And I was like, well, guess I'm a murderer then.
Well, we're here.
Well, the shoe fits. I mean, not yet, or not.
I'm not a murderer yet.
I mean, technically, I've murdered bugs. I mean, that's
You're like a serial killer of bugs.
Yeah, I'm like a serial killer of bugs because I don't like bugs in my house. Now, outside, that's different. Like,
and
if a
take a
fly's
shot,
outside,
guys.
then that's fine. But if there's a fly in my house or like earwigs or freaking spiders, they are dying. 100%. Fuck those bugs.
Are you done?
Yeah.
All right, everybody take a shot. Arrow and Wade are battling it out for a piece of rope that they untwined. So, great. Take a shot. So let's get into the meat and potatoes because now this is going to be longer. We don't have to have long intros.
No, we have to have all the long everything. I want this to be like a 3-hour long episode.
You would miss your flight.
That's fine.
Okay.
There's other flights, babe.
So you get to do what you normally do, and I sit here and...
Who picked this movie? Fucking idiot.
You.
We have Cargo. Drama and apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic fictiones.
What's the difference between apocalyptic and a post-apocalyptic? Post-apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic is like now.
What's happening currently.
And then post is after.
But how can it be both? Because they're still
going through it.
But it's still apocalyptic. Anyway, continue.
Wait, go away. Go away.
I guess take another shot, guys.
It can possibly be posted because it's like it's not in the main part of it anymore.
So it's
I think
just
it's
the
like,
effects of shit going
yeah,
on.
it's effects of the.
But
Jesus.
take another shot. That's 3 in
Oh,
less than a minute.
see. So why to watch? Unsettling, thrilling, and mysterious.
This did stress me out a lot.
Everyone does their job well. The acting is uniformly good. The cinematography and settings are great.
Well, it's Australia.
Great.
Great.
Let's see. And then now down to 6.3 out of 10 on the IMDb Bizzle. 87%. 87% on Rotten Potatoes. And 72% of Google users loved this movie.
Does it say loved?
It does say loved.
I don't think it says loved.
It's actually in big, bold letters. It says loved. You can't see it, so you don't know.
Wow.
Synopsis.
Penis, peni.
Stranded in rural. I can't say that. Rural Australia. Rural is in the aftermath of a violent pandemic. An infected father desperately searches for a new home for his infant child and means to protect her from his own changing nature.
I thought you were gonna say changing body, and I was like,
Initial release October 6, 2017. Directors is Yolanda Ramick and Ben Howell. I like that last name. Howling. Sorry, Howling. That's a cool last name.
well, there's a
Ben, can we get married so I can have your last name? Yeah.
Go for it. So this movie stressed me out. Okay, so I remember when we had Dante's Peak a little while ago. When I was a kid, Dante's Peak stressed me the fuck out because it was the
That's
volcano.
the one with Pierce Brosnan, right?
Yeah. And so it was that stressed me out because it's just like they have to escape the volcano before death. Well, this one is a very stressful one because it's very time frame centric, and throughout the movie, this is like a big thing. You have 48 hours before you turn. And if you bleed out faster, if you die, you'll turn faster, obviously. Mm-hmm. But it is a zombie movie, which is great. I put it on here and I'm like, no shit. Some people are nice and others aren't. Yeah.
So far, oh no, I was like, so far everyone was mean, but no, I forgot like the natives, Australian natives,
The
were
Aboriginals. Nice. But so I wrote that down when they're on the barge, which is actually a very fucking smart move. Get a barge and just live off of it,
until they got on land.
Well, and then the stupid bitches, they should have just stayed on there, and the stupid wife shouldn't have left.
So, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, but hope y'all seen it, because it is a good movie. The husband messes up. So apparently the wife is yelling at him because they need to find food, and she's like, "Whoa, is that?" She's like, "We need to get off this boat," and he's like, "Well, no, we're going to stay." She's like, "Well, is that before or after our daughter starves to death?" Mm-hmm. So he ends up they keep going down the river and they find this abandoned boat. So he gets off and goes and checks it out. Finds a bunch of food, some wine, goodies, and then all of a sudden while he's in there, the freaking one of the closet doors or whatever creaks open because it's closed and it's cracked open. So he immediately gets the hell off.
He's smart. He was smart.
But when he goes back to his boat and where the wife is, he tells her it's safe.
Which
and
was
she's
stupid.
like, "Oh, it's safe? Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, 100% safe." So he majorly fucked up. Because now she's like, "Oh, it's safe." So then she goes over there, and then that's where all hell breaks loose.
My question is, because you don't see the zombie on the boat. You just see she gets grabbed and bit. So
well, scratched or probably bit. Yeah, probably.
But that I didn't know zombies could swim. That thing was silent, and he crept up, grabbed her from escaping.
I mean, you never see it, so maybe it was like a dog or something. You never know.
We don't know what it is. She said she saw fingers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe it was like a kid.
She's just too short. But
Yeah.
like the water was like.
No, the water was only like ankle or calf high. It wasn't
So if
that
it was a
high.
kid, don't you think they would be produced outside of the water? Anyway, debates.
Produce outside of the water?
Like
What?
they would emerge outside of the water. Like they would be tall enough to be seen.
But they're in a closet. So how would they be seen?
But he didn't. Never mind.
Whoa, what?
No, it's just like you. If they were standing up, you would see it outside of the water. So it had to have been under the water that grabbed her. So it swam.
No, because she started running. The closet was closed and it was creaked open, but she
You
just
don't
heard
hear-
noise.
You don't hear the splashing of water because you would think a zombie would make more noise than a silent fucking killer.
Maybe it's just that fast.
They're not even fast. When you see them out in the road, like out and about,
Well, no, because when the girl cut her hand and put it on a tree, like the dad started like kind of shuffling pretty fast. I mean, they're not like cheetahs, but
that would be terrifying.
that would be very. It's like I Am Legend.
Not I Am
those are
Legend.
vampires.
Those are vampires. But how about 28 Days Later? That one.
Or the one with
Shaun of the Dead.
no, the one with long-haired pretty boy was married to Angelina Jolie. Brad Pitt. His
World War
movie.
Z.
World War Z. Those motherfuckers.
But the thing is,
crazy.
that was a good premise. That was a good movie too because they didn't attack any of the sick people. So if you're sick, like what happens if you didn't know and the zombies don't attack you?
You would be fine.
I'm broken. I'm very broken. They would be like, "Fuck this! She has everything."
they'll bite you and then
and spit me out.
they're like, "No, terrible."
And then they just killed me for no reason.
They're like, "We can't have you take." It's like your blood kills them.
And they're like, "Shit." I wonder how I got here.
That'd be terrible.
All right, back to our movie, Cargo. Again, Cargo you can watch on Netflix. So if you haven't seen, a couple things on this. So the small details were kind of cool. You mentioned as soon as she kind of progressed through phase 1, flies started surrounding her, which was kind of a good detail.
Yeah.
And I liked that. That was...
Well, there was flies all surrounded that one guy with the gun, and he wasn't turning. But there was flies all around him.
Yeah, so he was
Unless
turning
he
eventually.
masked himself and the stuff or something.
Oh, that was a sad situation. And so that's really cool. And then you made a comment about the wife. She's cursed because one thing after another.
Oh,
she
yeah.
got,
I mean, yeah, it was one thing after another with her because she got, like, bit by that thing. Then they got into a car wreck.
got stabbed through.
And she got stabbed with a tree branch or some crap. And then... Well, then she turns.
And then she bites her husband, which was stupid. He should have just gotten out of the car.
Yeah, he should not have reached around. But he had a concussion, so he wasn't making the best choices.
But
he could have definitely survived that by just getting out of the vehicle.
And then, trying not to give too much away, there was a character in here named Etta. I liked her. I'm like, why didn't you just leave the fucking baby with Etta? Like...
Which one's Etta?
The lady with cancer.
Oh, the bald lady.
Yeah. And I was like, that would have been safe for the baby. It would have been fine. But no.
Probably because she was dying. So
like, she's surrounded by other people. Because the Aboriginals were there. And she's like, oh, the others are, like, out looking for their daughter or something, she said. And so...
But I don't think but they weren't there. They were looking for their daughter.
Right. And so then we move on to a different character named Asshole Vic.
Fuck Vic.
But he did have a very smart plan. He controlled resources so that whenever anything does start up again...
Yeah, but he's basically like your typical freaking...
douchebag.
Person that's like higher power now. Like, they don't give a fuck about anybody. They just want money.
But he's setting... Because he wasn't set up for success in normal life, so he was trying to set himself up so he didn't have to struggle as much when... Yeah,
but he was also doing it in a dickish way by letting a whole bunch of people die, so...
Then this movie produced a question. Would you be able to kill yourself with that stick thingy? The thing...
Oh, is that what it does? It kills you?
Because that's what she pushed the button and it popped out a spear thing.
Yeah, but that little big thing going into your temple, I don't think that would kill you.
Yeah, it would.
Maybe it has like something in it, like some type of toxin or something.
I mean, if I stabbed you in the head, I'm pretty sure you'd die.
That little bitty needle.
It was like that long.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it
it
was. That long,
was.
babe. It was that long. That I know for sure.
But maybe it's like.
I think it has something in it. I
Maybe.
think it's like some type of.
So
like,
that's a question.
toxin
Would you
in
be
it.
able to do it? Because the guy was struggling.
Well, yeah. I mean, but he still had like 24 hours, so I would do it like with like an hour left or something.
Yeah.
But I'll have someone do it. I don't think I could do it to myself.
Well, and then the last character I wanted to bring up was Thumi. Thumi was
The smart child.
She is stupid smart. Like, we can't say at the end, but like at the end when she pretty much had a Sherpa, Sherpa carries shit for you when you go mountain climbing.
Oh yeah.
And so it was just kind of like crazy. She was smart, and I'm like, damn, that zombie's strong. But she gagged her dad and then tied his hands up so he couldn't attack her, and she'd been taking care of him for however long.
Yeah, however long until he escaped.
And then, so that was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie, what would you give a score? It was your
No,
movie.
you first. Ladies first.
It stressed me out. Yeah, I'll give it a 10. It was a
give
good
it a
movie.
10.
It was a good movie. I would watch it again too.
I would watch it again.
So good.
That's when you got to pick out like what we missed. 'Cause I'm sure we missed some things.
You missed stuff that we've seen. Like we missed stuff on Deadpool, and
Yeah.
we've seen it like a million times. Don't yawn. You are on video, sir.
I'm trying not to. But Deadpool has a lot of Easter eggs. They even talked about it.
It's like every scene has an Easter egg. You can't like get my head cut short. See, this is what I don't like because then I'm too short, too tall. And then here we go. I'm better. All right, so we're going to move on. We talked about our movie. Please go watch Cargo. It is on Netflix. It was a pretty awesome movie. Next.
Awesome.
Are you good?
No, awesome.
All right. Awesome. All right, so we're going to move on to my topic. We're going to get naughty up in this joint. Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Did you like how I set myself up?
I did. That
All
was
right,
cute.
so
That was
this is,
cute.
I tried to split it up with some like history of it and where it produced, and then kind of more current events. And so, I did not know any of the shit, so let's go.
You knew some of it.
I knew some of it, but not all of it. Okay, so I am going to cite my sources. I use Britannica.com, National Geographic, and illucommunityofficial.com. And there is an Illuminati website where you can join. Sign up.
I highly doubt that's real.
I don't think it's the real Illuminati, but it's like, do you want to join us?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, that was
no.
stupid. But I thought it was very humorous.
What did they ask for there? What did they ask on there?
It didn't ask for anything. It was just like join. It had a big join now button, and it was like,
You probably click it and it like freaking hacks your computer and gives you all this crap.
wrong choices were made. And we're like, shit, fuck. Okay, so those are my sources. Let's get into it.
It'd be funny if it was actually legit. But
Oh,
people
right.
don't believe it
Because it's like that's
too
exactly
obvious.
that's exactly what it wants you to think. Like
Yeah.
it's not real, but it's real.
But the people that click on it, like the rare people that click on it.
Beyonce just clicked on it and she was like, cool.
Oh, hey!
Okay, so let's go. So the Illuminati, its designation in use, its design was in, what? That sentence doesn't make sense. Okay, it was made in the 15th century. Assumed by or applied to various groups of persons who claim to be unusually enlightened. The word is the plural form of the Latin illuminatus, revealed or enlightened. So Illuminati means revealed.
So smart.
Or enlightened. Not necessarily smart.
Enlightened?
Yeah, like
Enlighten me.
so when, for example, let's take it to a Bible situation, Adam and Eve, when they were living in the Garden of Eden, and they were blissfully unaware that they were naked. Then the serpent, who is Satan, crawled up and was like, yo, y'all are naked, eat that fruit. And
Eat
they're
that
like,
apple.
eat that apple. But did you know there is no evidence that it was an apple? It was just fruit. Anyway, so then Adam and Eve were enlightened. So the wool was pulled off of their eyes.
So enlightened just means like not living in a fantasy world?
Sure. If that's what you mean. Okay, so the Order of the Illuminati was a secret group founded in Bavaria in 1776. Do you also know what else is in 1776?
My cockles.
No.
No.
1776 was when that
Columbus sailed to America.
was 1492.
Fuck, I was close.
300 years later, bud. Signing of the Declaration of Independence.
That was going to be my next one.
No, that was not. What were you going to say next? The first Thanksgiving? Like...
No, Good Friday.
You still butthurt about
I
that?
am. That's freaking terrible.
Can that just be your favorite holiday going forward? Just screw like Christmas and all that other shit.
That is like, how is that a Good Friday? That didn't make any sense.
It was good for us. Okay, so it was founded in Bavaria in 1776 by Adam Weishaupt, who believed that monarchy and church were representing freedom of thought, repressing freedom of thought. So pretty much what's happening now. Weishaupt decided, I'm probably not saying his name right, just throwing that out there. I already know this, but just for ease of talking, that's how I'm pronouncing it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he decided to find another form of illumination, a set of ideas and practices that could be applied to radically change the way European states were run. He based... Oh, Fifi was licking herself. He based his society on the Freemasons with a hierarchy and a mysterious rituals, named it the Order of Illuminati to reflect the enlightened ideals of its educated members. Arrow's here. Take a shot.
Take a shot. Fifi's here too. Take another shot.
So this is when you get to join the conversation and read, what is a Freemason?
Oh, what is a Freemason? What is it? I didn't even notice that was like the first one. Because like when she handed me this paper, I was like, what is a Freemason? She's like, we're going to get into that. I'm like, what is it? But it's literally says, right there.
What is it?
Arrow, you're just too cute, but I'm trying to record here. Get down.
If you can see his nose, it's cute.
Get down.
He's so precious.
He's so cute. Freemasons, what is it? Oh, sitehistory.com.
It's the site. We're citing it.
History.com. Yeah, site history.
Does it have a colon?
It has a semicolon.
No, it's not a semicolon because it has a little. It's not.
It doesn't even have a semicolon at all.
Oh, it doesn't.
The teachings and practices of the fraternal men only. So it's a frat.
Pretty
Order
much.
of free and accepted Masons, the largest worldwide secret society. No.
It's like a profession.
It's masonry, like making stone.
Well, no. Well, it can be, but Mason is like different professions. Go. Continue.
Masonry.
Sure.
An oath-bound society often devoted to fellowship, moral discipline, and mutual assistance. That conceals at least some of its rituals, customs, or activities from the public. So Illuminati.
It came from it, so it's not the same thing, but it's close enough. It could be.
So Illuminati is another thing, and then Freemason is another thing?
Yeah.
But
they're really close, similar.
Kind of go hand in hand?
I couldn't really distinguish why it's different, but...
Do we have Freemasons now?
Technically.
Members of the Enigmatic...
I would need to see it.
Enigmatic.
Enigmatic.
Masonic Brotherhood
Gave you all the hard words.
Prominent politicians, founding fathers, and titans of business. In modern times, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I heard it before. So there's like a noise happening in the left-hand corner. I think it's just this thing coming apart off the wall.
It's a ghost.
Or it's a ghost. I prefer that.
Fathers and titans of business. In modern times, Masons are known for donating millions to charity. So they're balling like that. So where do they get all this money from?
Because of their professions.
Oh, doctors, lawyers, businessmen. The Freemasons are the oldest fraternal organization in the world. There is a handshake for each branch. The Catholic Church forbids members from being Freemasons. Mm-hmm. Freemasons inspired Americans' first political party or third party. Don't lick my feet.
Take a shot.
Anti-Masonic party formed 1828. It's still a boys' club mostly. Women are allowed to join. To join an affiliated organization branch called the Order of the Eastern Star.
So they only can join that branch of the Freemasons. So they can't join any of the other branches. It's just that specific branch.
See, they're still back in what, the 1930s or something, where women didn't.
Well, 1920s was when the suffragette movement happened, but
that one. Famous Freemasons are everywhere. George Washington, Benjamin. They're not everywhere. These guys are not alive. At least I don't think so.
Well, they're everywhere, like, meaning they're all in all things of life, walks of life. So it could be government officials, it could be just your bus driver, and you have to put your paper down because I can barely see your face.
George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, oh my goodness, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Gerald Ford, Mozart, Henry Ford, Buzz Aldrin, to name a few.
All right, so we learned about the Freemasons. Pretty much it's just a fraternity that's...
Of rich people.
Okay, so after learning about that, we're going back to the Illuminati.
Wow, you can't talk either, huh?
The Illuminati. I'm getting naughty. It grew from a handful of men to a few thousand, including some influential members. However, it didn't last long after Karl Theodor, Duke of Bavaria, outlawed secret groups on punishment of death in the late 1780s. So 1776 it was created, and then literally 2 years later, the Duke of whatever, Duke of Bavaria, he outlawed it. So this is where, oh, Arrow's next to me. He's so cute. Okay, so most of the group's secrets were just disclosed or published, and if you believe most historians, the Illuminati disappeared. If you believe that. Said Vox. Yet, from the moment the real-life group disbanded... Oh, we have a puppy up. Can you see his head? Yes, you can see his head.
Yeah, you can.
All right. So take another shot. You guys are going to get wasted.
I know, right?
So... Where am I? Real-life group disbanded. The myth expanded. So, after that, they were like, okay... So how did this myth develop? That's what we're asking. So it began somewhere amid the summer of love, so 1970s, and the hippie phenomenon when a small printed text emerged called the Principia Discordia. The book extolled an alternate belief system, Discordianism, which preached a form... Oh, my God. He's moving the thing, and I can't read it.
He's down.
Which preached a form of anarchism and gave birth to the Discordian development or movement, which ultimately wished to cause civil disobedience through practical jokes and hoaxes. Great. So chaos, pretty much. One of the main proponents of this new ideology was a writer called Robert Anton Wilson, who wanted to bring chaos back into society by disseminating misinformation through all portals, though counterculture through the mainstream media. So he wants to pretty much lie to people and tell them, hey, this is how we're going to get back to our shit. There was much earlier Illuminati panics, said Vox, such as 1798 when George Washington wrote a letter addressing the Illuminati threat. These fizzled out, but nevertheless gave the group a patina? I'm going to say patent.
Like a patent?
Of legitimacy, said the site. Okay, so now we're going to go into what is the New World Order. So that's what the Illuminati believed in. They were believing in a new world order. So instead of having governments and church officials being the head of anything, they're bringing the Illuminati, which would be the new world order. So the idea of a powerful modern Illuminati conspiring to rule the world remained a niche belief upheld by a handful of enthusiasts until the 1990s. The internet changed all that, giving conspiracy theorists a global platform to expound their beliefs and present their evidence in a mass audience. So when internet started, it made this myth grow. So more and more people believed it, which is great. Internet. Thanks. Public events are often analyzed for evidence of Illuminati influence. So when you see anything, people are like, oh, wow, there's a triangle. They're in the Illuminati. Bullshit. Okay. So like even on our dollar bill, we have the
triangle with the eye.
Triangle with the eye. That's Illuminati technically. If you need to watch National Treasure, it will do that. It'll tell.
It will tell what?
Well, National Treasure has like everything's hidden within something, and They stole the Declaration of Independence and they peed on it or whatever.
What?
They had like hidden writing on it and they had to.
They had a pee on it?
I mean, I think they used milk or something, but I was like, if you pee on it, it'll help bring the link out. Like,
I thought they legit peed on it.
have you not seen that movie? No, Nick Cage is just like pulled his wang out and started.
Probably. I can see that happening.
I could too. Love you, Nick Cage.
Love ya.
So, where am I? Public events are often analyzed for evidence. So when Jay-Z went like this, went on the stage, everybody's like, oh, he's in the Illuminati, and so did Beyonce, and people do shit like that. That's when they're thinking, oh, they're giving the sign that they're in the Illuminati. Whether they are or not, I don't know. Okay, so we're going to talk.
They are like.
We'll get into it.
Well,
the symbols most associated with the Illuminati include pentagrams, goats, the all-seeing eye in a triangle, hence on a dollar bill, such as the one that appears on the U.S. banknotes, and the number 666. What is number 666, Lur?
Isn't that the devil's number?
Yep. So that's where the Antichrist, they believe that if they're born with the number 666 on them, that's what the birth of the Antichrist or whatever, but that's whatever. There's the pyramid, which signifies wealth. The Illuminati sees wealth as the single most important means to making the world a better place.
Okay.
I mean, it would make my place better. Fuck.
No, even what Fluffy said last night, having all the money, or not all the money in the world, but even having money does not make you happy.
It's very true. Within the pyramid, there's an all-seeing eye signifying knowledge and wisdom. From the eye shines a halo of light, which serves as a guide to illuminate. And lastly, the eternal circle, which reinforces the idea that everyone and every action plays an important role in the universe. I was waiting for you to say something. I guess you just didn't have anything to say.
I mean, I do. Like.
Okay. Continue.
What? What the hell does that even mean?
What do you mean what I mean? The eternal circle, which reinforces the idea that everyone and everything action plays an important role in the universe. So it's just a circle. It's a continuous
How
being.
is a triangle a circle?
There's different symbols I covered, babe. So the triangle, did you not listen to anything?
What was the circle one?
I just read the circle one.
But I never seen or heard of a circle one.
I mean, it's not in everything. It's just like...
I only know the pyramid.
The eye.
Yeah, well, the eye, the all-seeing eye in the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know 666 was part of it.
I didn't either. That was really interesting. So, bringing it to who is our current president, babe?
Biden.
Joe Biden. So, U.S. President Joe Biden fanned the flames of the conspiracy back in March of 2022 when he referred to a coming new world order. In the wake of the Ukraine crisis, The Independent reported that it was clear he was referring to the shifting sands of geopolitical relations. However, this didn't stop Twilight.
No, a movie you want to see.
Twitter lighting, but it's like Twitter lighting up with outlandish ideas. So Twitter and lighting are next to it, so that could create Twilight. Jesus. I win. All right, so that is. I honestly don't remember what else you have to say.
Mine's the Illuminati deaths.
Oh, cool. Okay, so we're gonna go first to who's supposedly a member. Okay, so who's number one on your list? Who you think is an Illuminati member? Allegedly. I just said her name.
I know, Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Okay. So Beyonce's immense fame and popularity have long made her a favorite target for conspiracy theorists. Illuminati experts, you can't even see my hand. Wait, experts. Okay. Seized upon her halftime performance at the 2013 Super Bowl as an example of her devil-worshipping cinematography. Choreography. I don't know where I was trying to say cinematography.
I don't know what you're
Even accusing her on-stage alter ego, Sasha Fierce, of being a demonic entity. She is known as the queen of the Illuminati. Now, Beyonce being the queen, who do you think is the king?
Obviously, Jay-Z.
Great. So Jay-Z has also been accused of hiding secret symbols such as a goat imagery and devil horns in his music videos. Okay, who doesn't have that? The logo for his own music label, Rockefeller Records. Oh, that's his music. That's a stupid name. Is a pyramid, one of the most well-known Illuminati logos. He is known as the King of the Illuminati. So, this is like a lot of, what's it called? Musicians. So some musicians seem to enjoy deliberately playing with the symbols connected to their secret society. For instance, Rihanna frequently incorporated Illuminati images into her music videos, but I don't think it's her. She's not really creating her own music videos. She has somebody hired to do that. So I don't really think it's her, but okay. And even joked about the theories in the video of S&M, which featured a fake newspaper with a headline declaring her the princess of the Illuminati.
Rihanna?
Mm-hmm. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
David Rockefeller, Henry Kissinger, Jacob Rothschild, and even Queen Elizabeth II were all rumored to be members due to their wealth and influence. The late Queen, according to entertainment site Complex, was even accused of running a cloning center where she replicated celebrities to help fulfill the Illuminati's vision of a new world order. So the funny thing is, like, everybody thinks either the Queen's like a lizard person, well, may rest in peace, or something. And so it was just kind of hilarious that like she was in it on it as well. Okay. So I will read this. I'm going to read Illuminati random facts, and then I'm going to have you read the deaths.
Yeah, that was hard for you to say, wasn't it?
It was,
Clearly.
but I tried not to say so I was like thinking through, but it was really slow. So, Illuminati random facts. The Illuminati infiltrated and took over organizations of all kinds, from churches to post offices to the corner grocery store, and turned them into their own. Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Turn them into their own? That's it?
Yeah,
that's
it.
Say something else.
That's it. Their own ends, but that doesn't make sense, so I just took off ends.
Yeah.
They have agents and sleepers planted everywhere. Many of these people have no idea who they are really reporting to. Others are active members on the conspiracy, working their way even deeper into the fabric of society. So these people report to somebody, but they don't even know who. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of like...
well, they got to keep a hidden profile.
Like the movie American Ultra, where that guy was a sleeper agent and he didn't even know. And
He was a what?
Sleeper agent, and he didn't even know. And Kristen Stewart was his handler, apparently. Remember that one? That was a good movie.
What's the name of it again?
American Ultra.
Isn't that with the guy from Zombieland?
Yes.
And he's like this sleeper killer, like assassin.
Yeah. That was a good movie. So they control the schools in order to make sure that young people learn to enjoy strange, tuneless music and weird, outlandish games, and they dress oddly. Do you believe that?
Kids?
Mm-hmm. They took over the school. Control schools.
Well, yeah, but is that the reason why we have what is it? Uniforms.
Well, some schools have uniforms, not all. Like public schools, they don't have uniforms.
My public school tried to change us to a uniform.
Tried? What happened?
I mean, obviously you got shot down because we're a public school, not a private.
Because like uniforms can get expensive. Like,
yeah.
How are these kids supposed to afford it?
I think they were trying to do it because like kids kept getting made fun of because they maybe couldn't afford clothes. So then they were trying to make it
dressing super slutty.
Or that. Or so they were trying to make it a uniform so like everybody's wearing the same shit.
I don't know. They also try to recruit the best and brightest young people as agents to ensure the next generation of conspiracy.
There you go, babe.
I'm not the best nor the brightest.
I mean...
I'm cute. Kind of.
You're pretty damn bright, though.
Okay. If you are hiring, please call me.
You're hiring. You're probably gonna get like a Neo message on your laptop, like just pops up, like we're following you or some shit.
Like the
click on the
chaos
join
brief
now.
like chaos brief when that person was texting what's his face Skylar, and he's like, "Oh, you need to run."
Oh yeah, like that.
But no, like they'll show up to the door and they'll be like, "Ma'am, shut up.
Come with us. ma'am, shut up.
And then they put a glove on, backhand me, and then they walk away.
And then they freaking Men in Black flash you so you don't remember.
What's my name? Oh, shit, you put it on too strong. So the first means of dealing with opposition is to buy it off. That's true. To any group as rich as the Illuminati, a few $1 million are nothing. Next, they try threats. Danger to possessions, statuses, or loved ones has dissuaded many a would-be foe of the Illuminati schemes. Mm-hmm. Money can buy a lot. I wonder who gets to, like, do that. I want to do that. Shut the fuck up or I'll kill you.
Probably the king and queen.
And then I gotta, like, hold my gun sideways.
You have to. No, you have to hold it upside down.
Can I have one of those Desert Eagles?
Yeah, and you want to fucking shoot it like that, it's going to hit you in the face.
That would be hilarious.
Knock yourself out.
Wasn't there a video or movie where somebody actually knocked themselves out from the gun going off?
I heard a story about it.
Oh, yeah, your friend. That was it.
Yeah.
He knocked himself out. Funny as fuck. Okay. And of course, murder is an ancient political weapon. The Illuminati have been responsible for some of the most shocking assassinations of modern times. They also replaced people with doubles. For many years, they recruited lookalikes who would serve their ends. Now they are perfecting cloning techniques that will let them replace anybody.
And one of the people that they think is cloned is our president.
Mm-hmm. And then
because he's like, what, 80-something years old? But
he's like 85.
He doesn't even look 85.
He looks like he's going to crumble.
He doesn't really look 85,
if you
though.
breathe on him, he's going to cave in.
Because apparently, like, even someone, I think it was the same buddy that told us about this friend getting hit in the head with the 50 cal. He was like, if you look at pictures, like, some years ago, like, he looks toe up. Like, he looks older. And then now, it's like he looks almost
maybe he got,
different.
like, a facelift so he doesn't look so scary.
Or like in Men in Black, where it's the cockroach dude, where he grabs the back of his head and he pulls it.
Okay. Those who can't be dealt with any other way are discredited or driven mad. Can we name somebody who we think has gone mad?
Heath Ledger.
He's dead.
Oh, you mean alive?
Currently, yes.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. So Ty just showed me a video like last week or something, where Jim Carrey was on this show and he was like, "Yeah, the Illuminati's real," and he was going, and then he gets a phone call and he's like, "Watch Dumb and Dumber. It's great."
So it's like, so apparently it's made off to be like a spoof, because in the video that I sent to the wifey, it's like the fake people laughing in the background. It's like when they put on laugh and like, it's kind of like that, but. I think the actual video is real. He was on one of those
like
night
Jay
shows.
Leno or something.
Yeah, Jay Leno or some talk show. Excuse me, sorry. Jeez. And he's talking about like basically the Illuminati. He's like, basically they want us to think that it is not a real thing or think that he's going crazy. So he's like, oh yeah, you know, like people hear about it and they think it's some conspiracy theory, blah, 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 and he's going off and off on him, and he's like, he puts his, does a triangle symbol and puts his tongue through it, kind of like making fun of him. Mm-hmm. And then like 3 minutes later, he gets like a phone call from, say, Illuminati, and they're basically like threatening him that, hey, if you don't do this, then something's going to happen. So that's when he's like, changes his whole demeanor, and it's like, yeah, watch Dumb and Dumber. It's going to be funny.
But it's like robotic.
Yeah,
it's
he
like...
sounds like a robot. So it's like, and then if you look at the comments, it's like, people are like, oh, this is just a spoof. And he's like, that's what they want you to think. And then other ones, he's like, no, this shit is like real life, but they want it to come off as it being a spoof so people don't believe it, like a conspiracy theory. But like, obviously, he is legitly, it's a real word, trying to say that like, that shit is real, or he's like part of it and he's just like, it's not real.
We love you, Jim Carrey, even if you are in the Illuminati. Can you get me in? I
don't think Jim Carrey would be it, because they need.
No, he is.
I don't think he is.
I think I'll get into it in a little bit later.
Okay.
Okay, so they control the news media, obviously. So you hear what they want you to hear. about today's news. Any events that don't fit in their program will be quickly hushed up. So they control
And
television.
on the internet.
So they control television. They don't permit intelligent shows to survive. They encourage mind candy that will keep people from thinking. The only reason good shows are permitted to appear at all is to convince intelligent people that nobody else likes such material and that there must be something wrong with them. So, Family Guy, Simpsons, American Dad.
Those are awesome shows.
That's perfectly what they want you to think. The Illuminati manipulates the stock market and control currencies on an international level. Your paycheck is worth just what the Illuminati want it to be. Can you fucking pad that, please? Thank you.
Pad that? What do you mean?
You put more in there. Pad
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Pad it. Make it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Likewise, the entire energy crisis is an Illuminati invention. There is no shortage of energy of a dozen different kinds, but plentiful free energy might threaten the Illuminati power base. Makes sense.
That's why kind of, excuse me, I don't know why my allergies are bothering me, but I don't know if that's in here as Illuminati deaths, but if y'all heard of that shooting that happened.
Was it the Texas one?
No, it was up north somewhere. Apparently, this guy goes into a grocery store, and I was talking to my buddy at work about it. And it made it seem like some random guy just went in shooting, but you can see a video of him. And my buddy, that's he's
Into it.
all about guns and all that. He watched the video multiple times, and he was saying the way that guy mag changed, it was not just some random guy.
He knew what he's doing.
It was a kind of military trained person.
So they set that up.
So it was set up. So apparently he goes in there and he takes out a few people.
But how were the shots? Were they just shoulder grazes or
No, they were death shots, head to the chest.
So you have to be trained to do shit like that.
Yeah, type shit. So. And then, the way, he's holding a gun, it's
Professional.
up to the
See,
shoulder.
if you went in there and started shooting anybody,
it would be
miss.
random, and I would probably miss, or I'll hit fingers.
You'll be looking at the wrong site.
Yeah, I'll be completely
Not that
fucking
he would,
up.
folks. He is not going to go shooting. If he does,
No.
I will take him out first. Don't worry about it.
No one would get hit anyway with my accuracy, so...
And then they're like, ah! And nothing's happening.
Yeah,
and
I'm just they're like,
oh.
he was just shooting.
And then they'll all get up and they'll just look at him and shake their head and continue what they're normally doing.
They're like, all right, whatever.
And you get a foot away and he's
I still can't hit him. No, get down, dude.
take a shot.
So apparently anyway, long story short, his main target, it said, I don't know, because obviously it was on the internet, I don't know if it's true or not, but his main target was a person who was inventing to basically make power from water,
Right.
hydropower. So they took him out because apparently he was building one in his garage.
That makes a lot of sense.
Because after that guy was taken out, there was apparently a person right next to him, and they just didn't even there. That was it. Once he took him out, he just have a good day or some shit like that, and walked out. Mm-hmm. Fucking crazy shit.
That I don't know, because the Illuminati wants the world to progress, but only at the rate that they want it to progress at. And then anything that can hinder that progression. So my question is, in the last 100 years, we've had a lot of advances, not only technology, but a lot of other advances. So it's just kind of crazy to think that humans have been around for so long, and only the last year 100 years, we have indoor toilets and shit. And shit.
I mean, well, it's also with what we're talking about the restaurant about the whole freaking AI thing. Mm-hmm. The guy said that his uncle or whatever was helping with the FBI or CIA with AI stuff 30, 40 years ago. But now it's all of a sudden just coming out that AI is a thing. That shit's been going on for years.
And so it's kind of crazy, who's really behind it. So that's a good question because Illuminati, it just points to the Illuminati. It has to be real.
All the big wigs up there, they want that piece of the pie. So if some Joe Smo is trying to advance history, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Unless they want it to happen.
So
time travel, I do believe exists already.
Oh,
it's
fuck
just
yeah.
they're not giving it to people. I mean, why would we give it to stupid Americans or people in general? Because they're gonna go back and fuck things up.
It'll be like Deadpool, where they like fix the time machine and they're like, we probably fucked up, didn't we? Like, we should not have given them that.
So that's pretty much giving it to anybody nowadays. So it can go in the wrong hands. Okay, so the Illuminati are doing their best to hold back the space program. Again, continuing talking about that, for the same reason. If mankind was spread out throughout the solar system, they'd be much harder to control. Not all Illuminati agree on this. Some of them lust after the mineral wealth of space, and some want literally new worlds to conquer. Because they got bored here. And some of them are in touch with aliens from outer space. Some of them are aliens. Hence Queen Elizabeth, who people think allegedly is a lizard person, or was a lizard person. So why would advanced beings want to meddle with the affairs of Earthlings? Good question.
I mean, why not? Obviously, it's probably like, what reason in most movies do foreign or extraterrestrials come to a different planet?
Not a lot. Well, I mean, a lot of them. But I read a meme.
I mean, it was a question.
Oh.
Why do they usually leave their planet to go to another planet?
To conquer things.
Well, usually
take
because...
the resources.
Exactly. Because either they're running out of resources on their planet or their planet's dying, so they're trying to find a new planet. Same reason with us, why we're trying to find another planet, because we fucked this one up. So...
Sorry, planet.
I mean, not us, but...
there was a meme on Facebook that I was looking at, and it says, I bet whenever aliens pass by Earth that they lock the doors.
Probably.
It's like when you go through a bad neighborhood or something, you're just like, click.
See, even when I just see anyone walking by, like if I get in my truck and I haven't locked my doors yet, and I see anyone walking, I freaking lock my doors. Anyone.
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah. Like, good thing I did at the store the other day, because like a homeless person ended up coming up to my door. He didn't try to get in, but he like came up trying to ask for money. And I was like, I don't carry cash on me.
Don't approach anybody in the parking lot. That gives me full reign to punch you in the nuts. Like, don't do it.
Luckily, I was in the car already.
So this one is it's terrifying. Terry. This one's Terry Crews. They keep everyone, yes, everyone, under constant surveillance. Every time you fill out another questionnaire, you're weaving another strand on the net that binds the world. Which is true, because like you can say something and then your phone listens to you, and then it'll be like, oh, you see advertisements and shit, which is annoying.
Every single time.
They require hundreds of human victims every year for their experiments. Ever wonder why there are so many missing persons reports, and why so few of those people are found? I mean, sex slaves, I understand, but like this is kind of crazy, because if you look on the database for the missing persons, there's a shit ton, and just searching stops. Like, nobody cares. And I'm like, well,
it's not that no one cares. Either they like let them know, hey, don't go looking for this person, or
buy them off.
Yeah,
buy off the family. I mean, how much? So if I went missing, how much would you require to stop looking for me?
Nothing.
Aww.
I would want to find you. For two reasons. One, to find you, obviously. And then second, to, like, if it is them,
have
to
proof.
Find out, proof.
Okay, so they are constantly experimenting with new types of mind control. They put drugs in drinking water, flash subliminal messages during movies and TV shows, and play instructions that you can't quite hear over supermarket loudspeakers. They experiment with microwaves and ultra-low frequency devices too. So, subliminal messaging, all that shit, believe it, hardcore. Last random fact, and then you can start talking about your deaths. The Illuminati know weird sexual techniques undreamed of in the Kama Sutra. They also know why those techniques are used. ... eye roll. I added that. All right. So we learned some random shit. Awesome. Now we're gonna go into the alleged deaths by the Illuminati's hand.
Last one, my man.
But I do have some more information after. So after you read that, we're gonna go through Illuminati theories, and then we are done with the Illuminati.
So, Illuminati deaths. The News Herald.
So that's the site.
So John Lennon, he was shot outside his apartment by a man named Chapman. He said The man said he didn't like him because of his personality, but theorists think that the Illuminati hired Chapman to take out the singer. Yeah, don't like someone's personality. I mean, that's not really a good reason to shoot them.
I mean, but people shoot other people for way less reasons.
Like what?
Like any school shootings. Like that recent guy down in Texas. He was an old dude who was single, and he went to an elementary school and shot it up. I'm like...
You really think that's just a random guy that went to go do that, babe? Really?
I don't.
Really? That's from a movie. I don't know what movie. That's from a movie.
Cat in the Hat. I will kill you, make it look like an accident.
I think it is.
Really?
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah, that stuff is all freaking planned because I don't want to say it because I don't want to get us like freaking on their radar, but the D government is trying to control guns because they don't want Americans having guns anymore, because once they get rid of guns, then they'll probably have legitimately full control over us. Right now, guns are the only thing that we can protect ourselves with.
It's our constitutional right to bear arms.
And like between Texas and Oklahoma, we probably have so many guns.
More guns than anybody else.
So many. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to, that's why, like, I think there was one story, sorry to go off subject one more time. There's one shooting that happened. Apparently the guy only had a 9mm, or the person only had a 9mm. But they tried to throw it out there saying that he had an assault rifle, even though the guy never did.
I mean, technically, any gun can be considered an assault.
Technically, yes, any gun is an assault rifle. But they were mentioning an assault rifle as an actual rifle. And he did not have a rifle. He had a fucking 9mm. But you can turn a 9mm into a rifle. Just add a scope. You add a stock to it. There's a name for it, but I can't remember what the name is. But you can technically turn it into one. But
it's called a transformer.
Yeah. Princess Diana, she passed in a car accident. Illuminati had ties to all major leaders, including the princess. The reason they killed her was because of the divorce with her then husband, Prince Charles. One of the agents allegedly confessed to killing the princess and covering up her death. Martin Luther King Jr., he was, we all know why that happened. He was probably
trying to change the world, and he
was Martin Luther King Jr. He was killed by being shot in Memphis, Tennessee. He was a major public figure. The Illuminati had him killed because MLK's condemnations of the Vietnam War. What did he do for the Vietnam War?
He just said that it was not good to go there for the war, even though we lost it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
I think we lost it
because it was. If we did lose it, it was probably.
Don't at me, folks. I don't like war history. I fucking hate war history because it's so boring. But
I don't follow war history either.
I don't care.
You put that guy on here. I'll get to he's the next one. Well, after the next one. Kurt Cobain took his own life at 27. Many have been accused of his death, but a lot of theories loop in the Illuminati. He had exposed them in the song Heart-Shaped Box. I want to hear this song.
It's a good song. I can play it on Guitar Hero.
Oh, nice. I didn't know. I heard the name Kurt Cobain, and it's like a cool name too.
Kurt Cobain, he was the one that did a drug overdose.
Yeah, like a lot of these celebrities.
And he's like 26 or something.
I just read it. 27.
I was close.
Wow. And then this person who, excuse my language, but his music was terrible. Would never listen to it. Extension. Oh,
whatever. I didn't know if you would know him or not.
I just see this name, and I heard one of their songs, and I was like, how is this fucking music? Like, it's terrible. I do not like it. Anyway, Billie Eilish is blamed for his death because she wanted to be in the Illuminati, and this was initiation. Oh, wow.
That's allegedly.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Well, I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, you can. We have a podcast for a reason.
I'm not going to say anything. Because I mean, it's like, you know, Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. So Marilyn Monroe died age 36 under mysterious circumstances. The coroner said she passed due to taking too many substances. The Illuminati is brought into this, but for unknown reasons. Whitney Houston died at 48, found at the hotel and passed because of heart disease and under the influences of substances. Allegedly, the Illuminati provided these substances. Mm-hmm. Jimi Hendrix died of choking on vomit under the influence of sleeping pills. His brother said he was under surveillance. Eventually, someone poured water straight into his lungs, causing the singer to drown.
So, like, the autopsy came back saying he drowned, but the thing is, there's no evidence of him drowning. Like, there's no, like, he wasn't in a pool.
Yeah, he wasn't in a pool.
Yeah, it was just, it was
and
really
obviously
weird.
It wasn't vomit, it was water.
Right, so it was really crazy.
John F. Kennedy, shot in downtown Dallas by Lee Harvey Oswald. Oswald claimed...
Oh, shit, that scared the crap out of me.
Sorry, we have a emergency alert. Missing endangered juvenile.
Uh-oh.
John F. Kennedy shot in downtown
Maybe that's the Illuminati
Dallas.
Trying to have us stop talking about them.
Maybe.
Because it scared the shit out of me. I jumped.
Mine's on vibrate, so that's why mine didn't go like...
Mine's on vibrate too, but,
yeah, but how did yours go off?
Because it's an alert that's like important.
Mine didn't go off. I mean, it went off, but it wasn't like loud.
Because your phone sucks.
Okay. My phone listens to me. I put it on vibrate, and it's on vibrate.
Mine's like a woman and doesn't listen.
That is true. That is very true. That is the smartest thing you've said ever. I mean, not ever, but you know what I mean. Shot in downtown Dallas by Lee Harvey Oswald. Oswald claimed he was a scapegoat and was blamed for his tragic incident, but was then killed 2 days later. Mm-hmm. Kennedy was killed by the Illuminati because he had plans of exposing the Illuminati and their schemes.
Yup.
We have Michael Jackson died from cardiac arrest and had too many medications in his system. His doctor was blamed for this for negligence. Mm-hmm. Jackson was paranoid, saying in his journal that the system wanted to kill him because of his music catalog. Mm-hmm. I.e., or example, he was taken out by the Illuminati for business reasons. Mm-hmm. Paul Walker, he died in a car accident. Allegedly, Paul threatened to expose the group. The story goes that Walker was involved in charity work when he came across a bunch of wrongdoings, mm-hmm. like embezzlement behind the scenes that he wanted to go public with. Of course, the Illuminati couldn't let this happen and took out via drone strike.
So that's like he was driving in a vehicle, he was in the passenger seat, and he was taken out in a mysterious car accident.
Yeah, well, so the way I heard his story is that it was Paul Walker and another buddy of his, mm-hmm. but both of them are like professional car drivers.
Yeah, they are.
And so obviously they have skills of driving, mm-hmm. and they're in a Porsche which has very good handling and very good speed and all that good stuff, and they get into a car accident. Yeah,
like it was like they missed a turn or something. It was something stupid like that. I'm like, no.
So either someone cut their brakes, or drone. I didn't even think about a drone strike, but drone strike makes
sense.
Makes a lot of sense because they can get hit and then make them run into a tree. So, but another thing about the Illuminati part is Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. So the whole thing about Bill Cosby and the reason why they basically took him off the map is because he was trying to no. Like, but he was famous, but then they try to make all these drug things. Like he
like raped kids or
raped
something,
women and shit. He was apparently supposed to buy. I think he was trying to buy one of the networks, one of the TV networks, ABC, NBC, one of them. And they obviously control TV, mm-hmm. so that would have been bad for them because he could have basically put out whatever the fuck he want. So they nipped that in the butt, and basically took away his career. And that's how they do. They either take away your career, or they take you out, or they make you look stupid. Or not stupid, they make you look crazy.
Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting. So now we're going to get to the theories. Okay, so these are just random theories that I found regarding the Illuminati. Again, not all of these these are not all the theories because there's a shit ton out there. So
there's probably like a million.
Billions, probably. So these are just the ones I found interesting. So first and foremost, Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a clone named Melissa. So if you look at her past, like I was a hardcore Avril Lavigne fan because I was that angsty bullshit bitch emo person when I was in high school. And she looks 100% different than what she looks like now. Like, it's crazy how different she looks. Because, like, comparatively, back then, yeah, I know, everybody
And
grows
like,
up.
she's also dating a rapper now.
Something like that. But she looks
that.
really
like,
different.
What the fuck?
Different from what she did back in the day. But again, she is older now. You grow up, you change. But it's just, it was kind of crazy how different. And the same, yeah, anyway, moving on. So Kesha's song Die Young, we're gonna die young.
Oh, Arrow responds to rumors. She died and was replaced by, oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
I just read that.
Her, yeah, I know, but I just.
Just show it to the screen, like show it to your camera.
Can you see it?
Go up a little bit. Okay, yeah. I mean, look it up. You can just definitely see. But she looks a lot different. But, I mean, again, Avril Lavigne was young, and you grow up and you change. But anyway. So moving on. Kesha's song Die Young
She doesn't even look the same. Like, her face is... Wow. I didn't even know that part. That's crazy.
Isn't it? Can I go to the next one?
Yeah, sure.
There's like a 5-second pause. All right. Kesha's song Die Young is an Illuminati anthem. The Illuminati symbolism is so blatant that even billboards called it out, referencing the numerous triangles, an upside-down cross, and all-seeing one eye. The video even begins with a flashing skull and crossbones. According to conspiracy theorist, The Vigilant Citizen, so that's their name, Illuminati symbols are becoming more prevalent because that was the plan all along, to gradually make them part of popular culture. It's all part of the brainwashing, y'all.
Exactly. I was just about to say that because like the more you see it, the more you can start like believing in it, or not believing in it, but like
you just
making
kind of accept
it more
it.
reality. Yeah, accept it.
So the next video for Katy Perry's Dark Horse also has a lot of Illuminati symbolism. Then there's the super weird rumor that Perry is actually John Benet Ramsey, we talked about before, who, according to conspiracy theorists, was actually kidnapped by the Illuminati. Perry was even referenced the secret group herself in an interview with Rolling Stone. The singer said, "If the Illuminati existed, I would like to be invited. I see all that shit and I'm like, come on, let me in. I want to be in the club." So whether Dark Horse is her way of courting the Illuminati or revealing that she's already in it, we're on to you, John Benet. I mean, Katie. I love that. Like, I just copied and pasted it from whatever article I found it in, and I thought that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Next, Lady Gaga is an Illuminati puppet. Theorists call out the overt symbolism in her videos and persona, calling it a tribute to mind control. They say her stage name Gaga refers to the act of being totally absent-minded, which of course can be achieved through mind control. Furthermore, in her early days, many of her videos were rife with triangles and all-seeing eye symbolism. I do want to kind of put in there, she commented about whether this is true or not. She commented about how she got the name Lady Gaga, and so she said her name, it's like Stephanie something, and somebody thought she said, "Oh, your name's Gaga," and she thought that was cool, and that's how she got her name.
She said her name was Stephanie, and
something
someone said
Gamarino or something. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
And someone thought they said Gaga.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
But I can definitely see Lady Gaga being in on it just because she's so crazy. But
I'm pretty sure like 90% of celebrities are in it because they're all. I mean, you can only be famous if they want you to be famous. If they don't want you to be famous, guess what? You're not gonna fucking be famous.
I want to be famous. Let me in. Damn it. Okay. This is your favorite person. Donald Trump is an Illuminati mind controller.
How's that my favorite person?
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, got it. I just caught on after you told me.
Did you?
Yeah, after you told me.
If all of these stars are under Illuminati mind control, who's doing the controlling? Donald Trump's hand signals reveal his status as a top Illuminati member. While using
Well, yeah,
your
he's a
hands when you
billionaire.
talk is a pretty normal occurrence, conspiracy theorists say Trump's rather odd gestures are actually secret messages.
That makes sense.
But really, Donald Trump, who's like
He's
in
a
jail.
billionaire.
Yeah, but he's in jail now, I think.
Okay. He's probably in jail, in a mansion jail. Like
the white collar.
it's like what
Fucking
was that?
prison.
There was some movie we saw where like this person was in jail, but like they basically ran it.
Yeah.
Like he even told the fucking guards and the big
Ward.
dude Ward like what to do. Like that's the way it is probably with fucking Donald Trump if he is in jail.
There was like, I don't remember. It's a comedy. Oh, it was Mickey Blue Eyes. He was in jail and his door was open and he just walked in and out whenever he wanted.
Yeah, it
and he
was
went to
like
the bathroom.
that.
And they were like, oh, he doesn't like that bathroom. He wants to use the one with the door. And they just let him go in and out just
Yeah.
because he's so fucking charming.
It's like shit like that. So
All right.
I think so for sure. Well,
Wait, no, let me finish this last one and
Okay.
then this
maybe
is
5.
okay. So you
five
think about it.
guys.
So Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, Taylor Swift, their feud was fabricated by the Illuminati. When West humiliated Swift on stage in the 2009 VMAs, he was actually welcoming her to the secret society.
West? Who's Kanye,
Kanye.
West?
Remember he like made I don't recall this because I do not care enough, but he did something on stage when he was presenting a award to Swift and he like fucked up the name or something. He did something stupid and she was like humiliated on stage. So they did that as a way to
Walk her to the
be in
initiation.
initiation for the Illuminati.
That makes sense.
I mean, it does.
That means
Okay,
Kanye's
so
in it too.
yeah, obviously, but now he's going crazy. So
Yeah, because he probably did something they didn't like.
right.
So
I mean, they all do stuff they do.
yeah. So I would say there's probably 5 guys that are legit in it.
Mm-hmm.
You probably know the 5 that I'm going to name.
Probably.
Donald Trump.
Do you really think he's in it?
Babe, he's a billionaire. Yes, he's in it.
He's so dumb.
Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 6. The 6th person I'm going to have is Mark Zuckerberg or whatever the fuck his
Facebook
name
guy.
is. Jay-Z.
Obviously.
Jeff Bezos.
Okay. Amazon.
And who was the 6th person? I already said Jay-Z. Fuck, there's another one. I can't think of it now. But there's the Tesla guy.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Um,
I'm really bad at that guy's name because I was like, yeah, Nikola Tesla, but that's not the same person.
I can't think of his name, but the Tesla guy.
I can
Well,
definitely see that, yeah. But
I mean, because
they run the world.
they're all
Who run the
billionaires.
world? Illuminati.
I'm pretty sure they're all billionaires. Yeah, I know Jay-Z is, Donald Trump is, Bill Gates is. Yeah, they're all billionaires.
The song, okay, so Beyonce sang a song, who like run the world, and it's like girls, but it's like it should be who run the world, Illuminati.
Yeah, so I did like how she's made that song, because technically, if this whole Illuminati thing is true, women do not run the world.
It's the Illuminati, but the Illuminati does allow women in it, which is better than the Freemasons.
Yeah, I forgot. It's Freemasons that don't. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, maybe that could be true. Maybe, but I know Beyonce's not a billionaire.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
I swear to God, she's like billions.
No. You said that before, and we
And
looked
I think
it
we
up,
did it too.
and she's not.
What is
Jay-Z is.
Beyonce's net worth?
I think she's only like 300 million or something like that, 400 million or some shit.
Rihanna's worth is staggering 1.4 billion.
Rihanna?
Yeah. Oh, Beyonce's only at 540.
Okay,
million.
so she went up. So I think when we looked at this like a year or two ago, when you said the same thing, she was only at like 300 or 400. So she's went up.
She's at a $500 million.
Jay-Z is the billionaire.
Yeah.
But between both of them,
They don't need anything.
fucking A. Like, she's 500 million. He's, I don't know, he's either
Like
1
2
billion or
points.
2 billion. But that's fucking, they have literally.
You don't even need that money. Give it to me.
They literally have almost 3 billion between them. They probably have more than that, honestly.
Well, I mean, they're
Because
smart.
if he's
like-
saving money, which I'm sure they
Well,
don't
how would you
need
spend
to.
that much money a year?
That's just ridiculous. Like,
Wait, is it a year or is it just overall? They're
Well,
no, I don't know.
oh, their net worth?
Mm-hmm. I don't
think that
understand.
means that they have to make that on a yearly basis. So
Is it? Okay. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's like, because you can't do it over a lifetime because you're still alive.
I mean,
so.
what they have now, and like you can, I don't know.
Because I think I think it goes based off what all they have. Because JC has his like liquor, he has clothing, he has his color,
liquor?
he has his music. Yeah, he has it's some, I don't know the name of it, but it's some liquor he has. So I
Is
mean,
it
he
like
has
a
his
whiskey?
hand in a lot of shit.
I mean,
so
but that's smart. You should always have multiple
that's the way
ways.
that's the way you become a millionaire. Well, in his case, a billionaire. But
I want to be a millionaire. Illuminati,
I would love to be a millionaire.
love me.
Yeah, I think those 6. Oh, I thought someone was knocking on the door.
No, we have a puppy dreamer. So take a shot.
But yeah, I definitely believe that there is a high. Excuse me, geez Louise. There is a like higher
Power.
power, I guess, but not like the
God.
God. They're like amongst us, and Illuminati or Freemasons or something, because someone's pulling strings for sure.
Yup. Well, that is our topic. It was a big one. It was very knowledge heavy, but we learned some stuff about them as well as random shit I didn't know. So that was, I liked it. I hope you guys liked it too. So as you know, what normally comes up is we're not qualified, so please write in. You know where to do it. Go to our email, inforthenight69@gmail.com, or go to our website, inforthenightpodcast.com, and go ahead and just send it there at the contact little button. You can just click on it, and then it just automatically goes to my email. But what else can you find on the website, Lur?
Merch. I'm not
And?
gonna mention the other one.
Why? Well, this is the video. So now we're having videos. Guess what? They're going to our Patreon page. So if you want to see our beautiful faces, me making weird noises, or weird faces.
Woke up Fifi.
She looked at me and she's like, I fucking hate you. Go there because we are going to be doing this weekly. Now that I finally fucking figured it out and it's been loading, it takes forever to load and then upload. So whenever I finish it, it instantly goes there. So if you want early access to our fucking episodes, go for it. Even though this episode will be coming out tonight at 1 a.m. So, I mean, we delayed a little bit, but...
What's your fault?
No, it's your fault. Anyway, so definitely go there. We do have Patreon. You get random shit with it too. So just, if you love us and you want to donate to the cause, definitely consider becoming a Patreon donor. Other than that, what's our next episode? Lur, I have the movie, you have the topic. My movie is a good one. I like it. It's called The Burbs.
Never heard of it.
I knew you'd have never seen it, but it's more of like a mystery kind of thing. So it's called The Burbs, and you can watch it on Peacock.
On Patreon?
On Patreon. No, on Peacock. So if you don't have Peacock, get Peacock. It's really good. I'm pretty sure you probably could rent it on Amazon.com, Amazon Prime or something. And a dog is here, so take another shot. Or Vudu, I believe it is on, and then maybe Redbox. So if you can't find it on Peacock, or if you don't have Peacock, do it. And he knocked the thing, so it now made our video blurry. Good job.
I was trying to move him.
And now he comes and sits and stares at the wall. Other than that,
blurry?
no, not now. I mean, it shook it, so it was vibrating. So if you saw that, that was definitely a dog walking under our table and then knocking it. So, but yeah.
Did you say my topic?
No, you have to say it.
My topic is, it's basically kind of off the TV show Doomsday Preppers, where it's like a topic about basically what you should do.
Doomsday prep.
Yeah, Doomsday Prep.
The best options for you out there. So this could be an interesting one. Like, I don't know.
Like, we'll probably go like top 10 things you should do.
If not more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
More. Maybe 15.
I haven't done the research yet, so I'll have to... I researched something else because I thought you were going to do something else, but
Nope. Changed it.
But at least I got that done. All right, so we hope you enjoyed the TV show.
Wow, you needed some alcohol.
I hope you enjoy the episode, which is also in TV shows. So, haha. Yeah. Are you gonna?
And until next time, peeps. Peace out.